Hey, what's up, my little tattletales? What's up, Sussex Squad? How are you guys doing today? Well, if you are Meghan and Harry, baby, you're probably sitting there thinking, a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. That's right. Meghan and Harry are on a high. They just got honored with the Kennedy Awards, and of course, the Netflix documentary is out. We only have the first 3 episodes. We know these 3 episodes are establishing their love story, but y'all, why is the palace's clapback, besides actually lying through their teeth, saying they never watched the documentary, which I say lies. You guys watched the documentary. William probably watched the documentary after he was done preening a rose bush, if you know what I'm saying. And Kate literally probably watched the documentary after or while she was waiting in the waiting room for her dearly Botox. Now, Kate said she doesn't Botox, but I don't think eyebrows go like this naturally. I just don't, right? Kate has botched LA plastic surgery face, but that's just my opinion. That's my opinion until we see otherwise. But besides lying about everything, letting us know that they literally, that clown show encouraged Meghan not to invite her niece, Ashley. We'll talk about that, right? But guess how they're going to get it back? Do you know who's going to come and be the voice who's going to save everybody? Oh, I'll tell you to. I'll tell you to. Princess Kate. Princess Kate is hell-bent on doing a tell-all interview after Prince Harry's Meghan doc. She is ammunition. And on top of that, she might be planning on writing a book. What's the book going to be called? Mumbles Are Us? We Shall Mumble? God Save the Mumbler? Kate, if you don't get out of here. And Kate, waiting for a personality, Katie, who literally, and here's the thing, I think Kate's a nice person, but I can't tell if she was always born a bad person, I'm being serious, or if the palace made her into one. This girl came in very young. They made her wait 10 years to even become engaged. In my opinion, those 10 years, they basically broke her down into being nothing but computer says no, computer says no, into what they wanted, which was nothing but a pretty face who smiles and wears nice clothes. Now, the problem with that is, one, you damn broke somebody's psyche. She might have already been a horrible person. But two, as the years goes on, and once Meghan came involved, we saw that whole wears pretty clothes, it was never going to be a good fit. And also, looks pretty. As this English rose gets older and older and starts to wilt, which she's already wilting. You know, you get flowers for Valentine's Day, February 14th, and by February 23rd, you know, the first day people are like, oh my God, what beautiful flowers. And by February 23rd, people are asking you, like, do you want me to throw these flowers out? And you're like, no, leave them. I want to dry them, right? That's what I think's happening with that English rose named Kate. A lot of her personality has just been someone that could produce good-looking offspring and that could mumble and could make William look good. Now that the good-looking offspring have been produced and Kate's beauty is starting to wane, what is her identity? The woman that cannot even read a prepared speech is going to sit up there and give a tell-all interview. Let me tell you something. If Kate gives a tell-all interview, I want her hair in a ponytail, and I want her ears to the side, because you cannot tell me they're not going to have some Tom Cruise Mission Impossible microphones in her ear, literally telling her what to say. Literally, they'll be like, Kate, do you have anything to say? And Kate's going to say in her fake posh British accent, yes, I would like to say, I will kill you all. Harry, how dare you make fun of my bald head? What? And Kate's gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry. How dare you make fun of my hair? That's gonna be Kate. William's gonna be screaming into the microphone on the other hand, and she's literally just gonna be repeating everything she says. But then again, the tell-all interview is probably gonna be so staged, and it's probably gonna be the most work Kate has done in a month, because all the questions are gonna be softball questions. What's she gonna say? She's gonna say, Meghan made me cry. And yes, I sent her flowers, but that's because she was so horrible. And Meghan's a liar. I didn't hug her because we're stiff and informal. I hugged her because we didn't like her. Okay, Kate. Side note, before I get into this report, isn't it crazy the one thing that the British royal family doesn't realize that we're aware? I know everybody says Meghan should have known she was married into royalty, right? But in America, even when there's heirs, when you're part of the family, you don't really do that in the family, right? It's like a board member or a boss that walks in, a captain that sells a ship. When they walk on the ship, everyone's like, aye, aye, captain. Yes, captain. Even if their son or daughter works for them, when they come on into the captain's whatever, they're not like, hey, dad. No, they're like, captain, permission to enter or permission to come on deck. But when you're at home, nobody is saluting the captain. Nobody is acting for permission to enter. I think that with Meghan as an American, at least for me, you think that when these type of things happen, it's all for show. But when I actually meet you in your home, like, yes, we have all this pomp and circumstance, but when I actually invite you to my home for baked chicken, Meghan loves a good baked chicken. For baked chicken, why wouldn't I be barefoot, wearing a sweater and doing my thing? And the fact that Harry could have told Meghan, oh, no, it's so formal. Harry literally was like, no, this is the way we want to live, and they're going to accept it. Just like even curtsying to the Queen. It's not that Meghan was taken back with curtsying to the Queen. It's just in America, we're like, wait, so you guys act like this even when no cameras are watching and when there's no official state dinners? This is how the family behaves when you meet your grandmother, you curtsy? It's such a foreign thing. But let's get back into Kate. They said, Princess Kate hell-bent on doing a tell-all interview after Prince Harry Meg Dot. She has ammunition. Girl, Kate, we already know that they are probably blanks, but anyway, she's preparing. Princess Kate is hell-bent on striking back against Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Netflix docuseries in her own televised interview. Why would you just have Kate there? Is Kate going to sit here and play fragile and the victim? We saw you, mean girl Meghan. Don't tell us that Meghan made you shrink. Meghan scared you. Kate, you are the bully. You are the villain in the story. Even your face says it with a constantly arched eyebrow. Kate's ammunition could potentially destroy Meghan. Doubtful. An insider revealing that the Princess of Wales has a stack of receipts which she accumulated over the years. Is this supposed to threaten Meghan so that she doesn't? Remember how Meghan said that she has a diary the whole time she was in Kensington Palace? Now they're trying to say that Kate has a stack of receipts that she accumulated over the years. But Meghan and Harry were only there for 17 months. And also, are any of these receipts firsthand, or were Jason Knopf, did he type out those receipts? You have a stack of receipts? Kate, shut up. The only stack of receipts you have is probably to a Botox doctor. Anyway, Kate's husband, Prince William, however, warned his wife to think twice before giving the green light to a potential interview. So now this is how William is going to keep his hands clean. He's even going to send Kate out to the slaughterhouse to be eaten up, wrapped up, and sent back home crying. And the thing is, William, how does that work? How are you sending Kate out there to make a bet, but you somehow think that distance yourself? That is your wife, unless, like the reports are right, you're not really spending that much time around your wife. I'm just saying. How, William? What, like, and honestly, with William, if you're going to do that, then why don't just do it yourself? William is such a weak leader. Why bring Kate out to go after Meghan? When if you have a problem for William, which you clearly, but then again, Kate has a problem with Meghan too. I take that back anyway. Nevertheless, the insider notes the couple are livid about Harry and Meghan nitpicking the royal family in their Netflix series, Harry and Meghan. But I thought they said that they didn't watch it. So how do you know they nitpicked you? So again, are you playing with semantics or you just flat out lying? First of all, I know they watched it. I know they did. In separate quarters, all right? But also, let's actually be real. Let's see, nitpicking. So not only did you watch it, but your aides debriefed you. Anyway, and first of all, the first part of the docuseries was just them falling in love. So the fact that Meghan and Harry, how dare you even speak about your experiences? They haven't even started dragging you yet. And actually from the first three, I don't even know if they're going to drag them at this point, but they haven't even dragged you yet. So you're mad that they're talking about being in love? They said the docuseries is the final nail in the coffin for Harry and Meghan's relationship with the royals. The insider notes, adding that the former Duchess of Cambridge, the current Princess of Wales, Mama, you better jump to those hopes because you know what happened to the last Princess of Wales. Chop, chop, divorce. Anyway, the Duchess of Cambridge has been inundated with interview offers. Does she think she's going to have a Diana Panorama interview? Kate is not even, this is Kate. I would like to say that, that it was bad and just wasn't. I tried to deflect. That's going to be her whole interview anyway. Harry and Meghan opened up extensively about the royal family, including Kate and William, in the docuseries. Meghan recalled the first time she met her brother and sister. It's funny how all this is happening, but nobody has any spoke from Mike Tyndall, who is literally doing a reality show while he's groping up people and making a fool of himself. But that's royal duties. Meghan said, I was a hugger. I've always been a hugger. I didn't realize that it was really jarring for a lot of Brits. I guess I started to understand very quickly that the formality on the outside carried through to the inside. And there is a forward-facing way of being. And then you close the door and you go, oh, all right, okay, I can relax now. But that formality carries over both sides. That was surprising to me. Now, I did catch that shade because Meghan basically said, the rumors you've heard about William and Kate being boring and cold, dead fishes, it's not just outward facing. They're really like that in real life. I believe it. Anyway, in addition, In addition, former staffers said, the former senior royals also shared negative claims against the royal family. Meghan said the royals' biggest problem with her was her acting career. There's a big idea of what that looks like from the UK standpoint. Hollywood is just very easy for them to typecast. For the Duke of Sussex's part, Harry recalled his family being incredibly impressed when they first met Meghan, but pointed out that they doubted their relationship would become serious. Some of them didn't quite know what to do with themselves, so I think they were surprised. Maybe surprised that the ginger could land such a beautiful woman and such an intelligent woman, but the fact that I was dating an American actress was probably what clouded their judgment more than anything else in the beginning. Oh, she's an American actress. This won't last. Yeah, I feel it. Harry is so proud of Meghan, and the fact that Harry was always thought to amount to nothing. That's what they thought. They thought he would be William's personal fodder, whipping boy, lackey, best friend. And he found a woman that was so intelligent and so competent that he covered her blind spots, she covered his, and they were able to grow into this powering force that eclipsed anything Will and Kate could ever hope to be. Y'all, listen. It is a fairy tale. Yes, indeed. But you remember, if you look at the way Snow White or even or Cinderella or Snow White, depending on what angle you're looking like, we look at it as a happy ending because we're rooting for Snow White. We're rooting for Cinderella. But if you look at it from the evil stepsisters or also the evil queen, I guess it's a bit of a horror story. And look at Kate. She still thinks that Cinderella needs to be put in her place. Anyway, my little town tales and Sussex squad, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later.